Well, welcome to day 39. 39 of 60 days on our 60,000 rep challenge, 12 weeks. Today is day 39, like I said. So after today, you'll have 39,000 reps on that way. If you're with me the whole time, you should definitely be seeing a remarkable change in the way you look, especially the way you look in the mirror. Not only the way you look, but also the way that you feel. So if you're with me, let's get this baby on the roll today. So if you're new and you're just scrolling through, 1,000 reps a day, 5 days a week. We're going for 12 weeks. Today is day 39 on the challenge. So after today, you'll have 39,000 reps on our way to 60,000. Lightweight, high reps, 50 reps per every set, 3 rounds plus 100 at the end. We'll get through this. I'm telling you what, not only is it going to change your body, it's going to change your mind, it's going to change your outlook on everything. Once you're fit, if you've never been fit before, I'm telling you, your confidence is going to go up, your love for life is going to go up because you're going to be able to be more active, especially if you're one of those guys that are 45 to 60 in that range right there, when you've given your whole entire life to your family, and now it's time to give something back to yourself. It's time to focus on you without hurting yourself with heavy weights. Let's get this done.
They have pro features too, like sidebars. This allows me to highlight a section.
Come on, let's work it hard. So basically, if you're new, 1,000 reps, 5 days a week, 5,000 reps a week. We're on our way to 60,000 reps over 12 weeks. This will absolutely transform your life. We're using low weights. I use 15 pounds, 30 pounds for my chest, reps of 50, on our way to 1,000. 3 rounds, 300, 300, 300, and 100 at the end of your choice. This will absolutely change the way you look. So we are a little over halfway through it. Jump on now, doing this 7 a.m. every morning, or watch the replay of it on my YouTube channel. But if you can commit to this, and this is basically for guys that have, or women who have just kind of neglected their health for the last 10, 15, 20 years because of their families, and they've had to focus on everybody else, paying the bills, soccer practice, going here, going there. I don't have time for myself. And now maybe your kids are off to college, maybe retirement's coming at some point in time, and you're saying, shit, I'm so damned out of shape, I'm not even able to, maybe I won't even make it there, let alone be able to actually have fun and be able to go and do things at that time of my life. So now it's time to break down, get in, start focusing on yourself so you can actually give to others, and more importantly, you give to yourself. Let's go back. So we are on week 8, but if you don't believe that the transformational work, I started this program myself 8 weeks ago. If you go back and look at the videos of where I was at then, I wanted to make sure I went on this journey with you to show you that it was possible. Most of it comes down to just discipline, because it's not fun. It's not fun. But if you are looking for happiness, happiness is not going to be in those little things every day. Happiness is whenever you work your ass off and then you go to the beach, you go put your clothes on that actually fit or actually loose on you. You look in the mirror and you're like, son of a bitch, damn, that's the man I've always wanted to be. And you can do it. You just got to focus. You got to commit. Discipline. There are going to be more days that you're not going to want to do this than days that you're going to want to do it. I can guarantee you that. But it becomes an addiction after a while, because you're like, son of a bitch, it's starting to work. I'm losing weight. My belt, I'm going different sections on my belt. People are starting to say things to me. Can do it. Let's go chest. Every person out there can actually transform their life. It's just going to come down to a commitment. It's going to come down to a decision. I want you to think about 10 years from now. Actually, let's talk about 1 year from now. If you commit to working out just for 12 weeks, how are you going to look a year from now? How are you going to feel? If you do nothing and continue the way that you're going, which may be healthy, maybe not, where are you going to be a year from now? You're not going to be in the same place in either one of those situations. You're either going to be up here fit, feeling good, or down here feeling like shit because you're fat and out of shape. And trying to tell you what it feels like to be fit would be like trying to tell you, when I went to Alaska in the summertime, trying to explain what Alaska is like by watching a video. You cannot explain some things. You have to be able to experience them. You have to be able to experience the color of the water, the mountains, the sounds, the colors, all that stuff. You can't explain things. It's the same thing with fitness. I can tell you all day long how great it is, this, that, and everything. But until you go on the journey and you actually make it there, that it is, my God, the percentage of people in this country that can actually see any part of their abs at all and it's fit is so small. It's like the superpower. If you can get to that point, you are above 95% of the population. Just take a look around at everybody. And it's in your grasp. You can have anything that you want. I mean, a great career is worthless if you're sick, fat, and out of shape. Not only does this work for men, it also works for women. And if you're a guy and you're going to go on this journey of fitness, you got to take your wife along with you, because then you both feel good, and it'll make a big difference in a lot of parts of your relationship as well. Anybody can do it. You just got to be disciplined and work together on it. You don't have to do it 5 days a week. Do it 3 days a week. Make sure you're getting those 10 to 15,000 steps in every day. No special diet. Just become aware of what you're putting in your mouth. Everybody on the planet knows that McDonald's is shit. You can't eat that stuff, okay? But they still do. I went past McDonald's the other night. There was a line of like 20 cars going through the double drive-thru. It's like, don't these people understand? I think they do, but they just need somebody to be able to be on them about it. Then they're feeding their kids that crap too. Same with school lunches. Oh, pack your kids' lunch if you have the ability to pack your kids' lunch, because they're being poisoned at school. I can guarantee you that. I was on the school board and running again. I can tell you the food that you are being fed, those kids are being fed in school, going down for breakfast, getting a freaking donut every damn morning, then going back to the classroom and trying to learn. What the hell? It doesn't take a genius to know that all the sugar and poison in the morning, then poison them again in the afternoon, and wondering why these kids are jumping all over the room and can't learn, and they don't know their ABCs, and they don't know the difference between 1 and A and everything, because their brains are just fried. Then add social media onto it. Calf raises.
Today, every business needs a website, unless this is what the business looks like. But if it's not, you can find talented freelancers on Fiverr, from designers and web developers to SEO experts who can build your website from the ground up. Build your website today on Fiverr. Oh, looks like Seamus also has a website.
And to round one. And here's the big thing, fellas. You can tell, if you have kids, you can tell your kids every single way to live their life and tell them the greatest things. They're going to retain about 1% of that. Now, what they're going to retain is how dad is living, how mom is living. If you are fat and out of shape, more than likely your kids are going to fall into that situation. Look at homes. If you're a smoker, you do drugs, do all those things, look at the kids. It's going to pass right on. If you went to college and you really appreciate education, more than likely your kids are going to be going to college on the positive side. If you take care of yourself and you're fit and you're healthy and you walk all the time, more than likely your kids are going to fall into that same thing. Your kids see, they will emulate what you do, not necessarily what you say, especially if you're saying things and you're doing the exact opposite. Then you're really screwed. Then the kids are like, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But if you're fit, if you go to college, my kids went to college. I work out all the time. My kids work out all the time. They have amazing opportunities in front of them. And not because I can tell them things, it's because you got to show people what you're doing. You don't have to talk about it. A lot of times if you talk about things, it ruins your goals. Live the life that you want your kids to be able to live. Be the dad, be the man that you want your daughter to have someday. That type of personality, focus, hard work, discipline, fitness, career, relationships. It'll get to be too late sometime, guys. 15 pounds of weight, 10 pounds of weight, whatever you're using, may seem super light, especially if you're used to only doing 5 to 8 reps. You drop that weight down and you do 50, you get 1,000 reps in, it is going to be an absolute shock to your system. Shock to your system. So if you try this one day and you can't do it the next day, take a day off. Listen to your body. Just don't take more than 2 days off, because after that it kind of becomes a routine and then all of a sudden you'll stop. But even if you are a fitness person, you're jack up the weights a little bit and go through 1,000 reps of this, even if it's ever once or twice a month, just to kind of reset your system, to give it a shock, a jolt to the system. Being that I'm 43 or 53 years old, my joints and stuff, if I was to lift heavy weights, I would be in massive pain. Cortisone shots in my shoulders. As soon as I stopped lifting all the heavy weight and went to dumbbells, I had absolutely no pain at all. None. No pain, 5 back surgeries, no pain in my back, no pain in my shoulders, no pain in my elbows. I was getting pains all over the place from trying to lift heavy weights. At some point in time, you just got to give that up. You don't have to give up fitness. You just got to take a different path to get there. And as long as you eat smart, get those 10 to 15,000 steps in every day, continuous, not in the office, and you work out at least 3 times a week, you can do anything that you want.
And where each moment turns into a cherished memory. Your membership is more than just a card. It's your birthday through extraordinary experiences. With the AAA app, discover savings and hidden gems from dining out to travel and hotel stays. And membership is your commitment with the partner you trust. AAA, we're always with you.
Proactive, automatic brain suggestions are great. Sometimes you just want to tell Grandma you have help. You can. That's right. You can put someone here to get on-demand generative AI assistance. You can compose writing from scratch by typing prompts and insert directly into your writing. Rewriting text works the same way.
Guys, you're worthy of this. You're worth it. You're worth it to take care of yourself.
Tone, style,
Because if you love your family enough and you really want to provide for them, you got to provide for yourself first. You got to focus on you before you can give anything. Because if you're not around someday, you know, that life insurance is only going to last so long. You are way more valuable alive and fit and healthy to your family than you are dead. Dead from a heart attack. Dead from all kinds of different things. And I think one of the biggest killers of men is depression, anxiety, and stress. If you work out all the time, your stress level is going to actually go down. The anxiety and the depression. I mean, if I was 100 pounds overweight and I looked in the mirror, I'd be freaking depressed as well. But if you work your ass off and you like the way you look, you can take on so many different bullets from all over the world, different bombs blowing up around you, because you like who you are. You like yourself. If you don't like if you don't like you, and all these things are happening in the world, it's going to be disastrous. Focus on you. It's like your armor. Put it on. Put your body in good shape. It's going to be like an armor for your mind. Although I don't preach a certain diet, what I preach is common sense and self-awareness. And if you get into this, you bust your ass for 45 minutes and you work your ass off. Okay, and then when you go to eat, are you gonna go eat McDonald's, Big Mac, or are you gonna eat maybe chicken and a salad or something for lunch? After all that hard work, all those calories you burn, all that, then to be able to put poison back into it, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't work out, you're more apt to say, whatever, I'm just gonna go to McDonald's and eat that. But if you're pushing yourself and you're working out, you're going through this pain, you're gonna be like, whew, I just worked out too damn hard today to be able to put it on plus double. That would just kind of erase all my stuff that I did. That's the kind of awareness you get when you start working out and you start pushing yourself hard every single day. You will get that awareness to know, like I said, all the information's out there. You go to ChatGPT, Grok, whatever you want to do, and say, what are the foods I should stay away from, this, that, exercise plan, all those things are there. It's just having the discipline to be able to do them. That's why in my program, if you're part of my coaching program for 12 weeks, it's daily text messages from me saying, let's get your ass going. If you're one of those kind of people, I'm so get the fuck away from me. Our health is so important that if you need somebody to push you, because health is everything. Without it, we're dead. We're not here. We're gone. The lights are out. You got to push it. It should be the most important aspect of your life. Quit fucking around. You really care about your family, you're going to focus on you. Family can't live without you. Don't tell me you love your family, but you don't love yourself. Anybody could do this workout. Get our abs while we're down here. The other thing is in life, this is an easy workout. It's not that hard. But you'll find out that the things that are easy to do are also the things that are easy not to do. It's easy to pick up a 10-pound dumbbell, but it's also easy to leave it on the floor. It's easy to eat chicken and rice or something that's good like that. It's also easy to go to McDonald's drive-thru and get a Big Mac. You know, it's easy to just put your shoes on and go for a walk down to the corner and back. It's also easy to sit in your chair and watch Netflix. So what's easy, and this isn't like rocket science. Just get your ass up and moving. You got to on a daily basis. Get your ass up and moving. You could start with 2-pound dumbbells. Just move. Same thing with walking. If you can't get 10,000 steps in a day, get 2,000 steps in. Then next week, get 3,000, then 4,000. You got to start somewhere. Most of these diets and extreme workouts, they're so extreme that you jump in for 2 weeks all gung-ho, and then you jump the hell out because you're like, this shit sucks. Ease your way in. Make it a lifestyle change. Not I'm just going to adjust everything today and change my whole entire life in one day. It doesn't work that way. Very few people can do that. You know, it's not nature. If you've been going in one direction for the last 20 or 30 years, you can't just put the brakes on and go in the other direction immediately. You got to slow down, make a turn, come back, because you want that to be a lifetime, not just to jam the brakes on and try to go back here and crash. Now that one sucks. Of all the exercises I hate the most, it's the squats, and I don't even use any weights. I just absolutely hate that one. But guess what? I haven't missed a freaking day. Because what's easy, it's not that easy, but it's easy to do it, and it's also easy not to do it. You can skip right past it, but you're not going to get that gain. And honestly, the hardest ones that you do, hardest things in life are the ones that make the biggest adjustments to you. Even in this exercises, that between that 40 and 50 reps, that's where you're going to get all your gain. You just got to push through. And if something's too easy, hold those dumbbells. Hold them whenever you're doing your abs. Hold them when you're doing your legs. Do whatever you have to do. Just move your body. So that's 2 rounds done. That's 600. Over halfway there. Let's jump right into it. Not only are you working your muscles, you're working your cardio, you're working your endurance, you're working everything doing this. I mean, try doing 50 reps even with the lightest weight that you have. Yesterday, a little bit sore. Yesterday we tried a different one. We lowered the weight a little bit, and instead of taking breaks in each set, we did all 6 exercises with no breaks at all. So I moved down to 10 pounds yesterday. We basically only had 3 sets. One set per round. We did 300 reps without a single break, even on a lower weight. So it's another shock to your system every once in a while. Try something like that. Or pick up a heavier weight. Do the first 10 or 15 with a heavier weight, drop it, and then go with your normal weight. Do some things to try to shock up the system so you don't get used to it. Because your body can start to adapt to this really quick. For some people, if you're already in it, but if you're 100 pounds overweight,
Only pay for what you need.
stick with it nice and smooth. And if you're not seeing results fast, I say stay the hell away from the scale, because the scale can lie to you, because you can lose a ton of water, or you can gain some weight by drinking a lot of water, especially whenever you're working out. I use it by your clothes. Look how your clothes are. None of my pants around the waist fit me anymore since I started this workout about a year ago. Not this intense. Over the last 8 weeks, I've dropped more weight than I did over the entire year. I plan by the time we get to the 60 to be gone. So don't trust the scale, because I've lost probably 8 to 10 pounds of fat, but the scale has not moved at all because I've gained more muscle. So it could actually even go up. So especially if you're a little leaner. So be careful with that. Don't put all your faith in the scale. Ten more. So if you're just scrolling through, 1,000 reps every day, 15-pound weights, 50 reps per set for 1,000. We are on week 8, ending week 8 right now. We're on day 39. That means after today, you'll have 39,000 reps in 8 weeks. 39,000 reps. If you don't think that that's going to actually transform your body, you're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. Even if you didn't change your diet, you're gonna feel 100 times better about yourself. But you got to do it. So we have, after tomorrow, we'll be at 40,000 reps. We'll have 4 weeks left on this challenge. 4 weeks. If you can only do it 3 days a week, do it 3 days a week. Just do it. Commit to it. Commit to it. Commit to that lifestyle. Even when we're done with those 4 weeks doesn't mean you have to be done. I'm not going to be done. I'm just not going to record it anymore. Just keep going and going. We'll be doing different things. So in my program, after the first 12 weeks, everybody's going to go through the exact same thing. Then we put a 6-month plan together to decide, okay, where are you at physically? What are your goals? That's when we might start talking a little bit more about what you should be eating, how your cardio should be. But you got to go through this transition phase right here. This first phase, these 12 weeks, to get you ready for that. You can't, if somebody's trying to jump you right into heavier weight and exercises, that's their prerogative. If it works for you, great. I think that you need, especially for sedentary people, this is the best way to do it, especially if you're on Ozempic or something like that too. My God, this is even more important for you, because along with that fat loss, you're losing your muscle too. And you're gonna have to get off of it someday. So if you can get onto a program like this, a lifestyle change, lightweight, high reps, and do this the rest of your life, you are going to be in amazing shape. You're gonna be on a trajectory for absolute success no matter what you do. To me, happiness in life in all areas comes down to fitness, because if you're fit, you can work better on your job, you can be better in your relationships, you can make more money, you can actually have more experiences. But being fat, out of shape, and sick can limit a lot of things in your life. Guys, if you're listening to this, or maybe you're a woman who you're watching this, you have to go on the journey together. Absolutely have to go on the journey together. One person can't be focused on their fitness and the other person not, because you'll sabotage each other the entire time. It's just human nature, because you're going to feel like that person's going to leave you, or they're getting better and they're not going to you got to bring each other on the journey. So if you're a woman and you want to get fit and your man isn't, bring him along on the journey with you. Because then your meals are going to have to change, which you can't go by and one person gets McDonald's, the other person gets a salad or something. You got to be on the same journey together. My wife's on the journey with me. It took a little bit of it took a little harder work to get her moving, because she had maybe 10-15 pounds to lose. That's it. But it just, some people just get comfortable, and a lot of the comfort comes from the people that were around. She's a school teacher. She goes to school. Half the people, 3/4 of the people are overweight. So you just kind of like, oh, you fit in, whatever. I finally got her on it over, it's been about 9 months now. Dropped 15 pounds, probably at the same weight and figure structure that she was when she was in her 20s, and she's 49 years old. In her 20s, before she had kids. It can happen. And then whenever you're both fit and you're both moving in the same direction, whew, I mean, we have probably the best diet of any person I know in our house here. And I wouldn't even consider it a diet. We still go out and we do things, but we're eating the same things. So we're a partnership. We're coming up on 30 years of marriage this year. And after 30 years, this is probably some of the fittest time that we've been in our life. Kids are all off at college. It is time for us to go. We bought a camper trailer. We're going to be traveling the whole United States next summer. Stopping, walking, hiking, biking, kayaking, all those things that we wanted to do. But now we'll be able to do it because we're actually fit. If you're fat and out of shape, you can't do that shit. Choices. We all have choices in life. Yep, the greatest thing about this workout is, in my home, I never allowed excuses for my kids. Growing up was one thing that was not allowed in our home, excuses. I didn't care about your coach, your teacher, this, that, the world, the president. I had nothing, no damn excuses. And the reason I wanted to do something with dumbbells is because I travel a lot, like say on the summer. There is no reason, as long as you're not flying, that this dumbbell or smaller can't come with you on every trip that you do. So if you are taking a trip in the summertime and you're driving, put your 10-pound dumbbells in the car. Stop with the damned excuses. And if you are flying, I'll show you some workouts when we just use bands. Sometimes if you haven't used those bands, they hurt worse than this. Put those in your suitcase. But there is absolutely no reason, even if you're going to stay in the night at the in-laws or your sister or brother, if you're traveling somewhere, take your weights with you in your bag in the morning. Don't announce it to anybody. Get up early if you have to. Go into the bathroom, pump out your reps. Do it in the bedroom, getting up early, get up before everybody else. Don't tell anybody what you're doing, because the way you look will showcase it all. Shut your mouth, like I said with your kids, and lead by your actions. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. One of the things I tell my students and my kids, especially my kids, they hear me talk and preach all this time, is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I absolutely believe that with all my heart and soul, because if you can't keep your car clean inside and it's packed with junk, how in the hell can you organize anything else in your life? I teach career readiness. If you ever go to a job interview, and just keep this tidbit in your mind, if you and tell your kids, if you ever go to a job interview, no matter how the interview goes, and they walk you to your car, there's only one reason, and it's not because they're being nice, because they're going to peek inside your car. And if you have McDonald's wrappers, fast food wrappers, junk all in your car, you just lost your chances, because they're going to think to themselves, I have this major project here and here. This douche, he can't even keep his car clean. How the hell is he going to organize on the job if he can't even organize his car? You know, how you do one thing, how you cut the grass is how you're going to do your job. How you take care of your home. You know, you don't have to live in a mansion. You can live in a trailer, but clean up the shit, for God's sakes. You know, how you do one thing is how you do everything. How you take care of your body is going to be how you take care of your relationships, how you're going to take care of your career. You can't flop in one area and expect the other areas. I mean, you might do okay, but you're not. Why do we want to just be okay in life? Don't you want to have it all? Want to experience as much as you possibly can? Why give that up when all you got to do is just move a little bit? We all struggle with this stuff. I struggle with it too. But the thing is, having self-awareness. This last set of legs, I split it between calf raises and my favorite, squats. So that's 900. You get to pick the last 100, whatever body parts you like the best, or you hate. You hate. I do arms every day. Today I'm going to switch down to my chest because I feel like it needs a little bit more work. This last 100, so you're going to do 2 sets of 50. If you want to do chest for 50 and arms for 50, do whatever you want. Just do the damn stuff. Just do it. Focus on it hard. Get through. We have 100 left. We're going to be done here in just a couple minutes. Let's get it done. Just commit, because if you're doing it, you're one of like the top 3 to 5% in the country. And everybody has the opportunity to be the top. It's just people choose not to. I don't get it. So I decided to do the full 100 in a row with the reps. So if you want to do that at the end, pound one of your exercises out for the full 100, even if you have to drop down. I do 30 pounds for the chest, 15 pounds for everything else. It takes some time to be able to drop that up, but if your chest is a lot stronger, I suggest using something a little heavier. But guys, remember, I just leave you with that. How you do one thing is how you do everything. How you take care of your health is how you're going to perform in your career, how you're going to perform in your relationships as well. When is the last time that your wife put her hands around you and can actually feel something other than a massive fucking gut? When is the last time? Has it ever happened? If you're not going to do it for you, do it for her. Take care, guys. Congratulations.